Hey folks, this is Ardwulf. Welcome back. This is part 2 of our playthrough of the campaign game of Drive on Moscow. So, let's see where we can go here. We're in turn 7. So, we need to replace lost... Wait a minute. We need to replace lost strength pips. It is an infantry pip. We'll do it here. Let's think about that. We'll do it here. Because this is an elite unit. It gets a combat bonus. Alright. So now here's the question. Shit! I can't. Alright. I was hoping I'd be able to roll right into Moscow, but that's not the case. Alright, so what do we got? What can we do? This is finally taken care of. We do get a prepared offensive. I don't know how many. Let me look at that. We can look at the calendar. On the turn 12, 3 Axis prepared offensives on turn 12. So let's make sure that we're definitely not going to end the game this turn. So let's make sure that we can be in position to exploit that. I do definitely want to really annihilate these fucking cavalry. Look at that. That's fantastic. Alright, so let's see what we can do now. They got some forces in Rzhev. And I don't know how well I'm going to hold up here. That's not bad. On the other hand, I'll be happy to take this. Soviet retreat. Okay. None of that is surprising, and then these guys are spent for the turn. Okay, so I've left this open anyway. I might as well move these guys up. Yeah, see, we have like a 120-hour turn now. Where we only had 72 before. So we're moving on Kalinin. How's that look? Bad. Bad, 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 bad. Okay, so what we could do... Well, we definitely want to move these guys up, but we're not in a big hurry to do that. Again, crossing a bridge. So we don't really want to do that. But what we could do is move these guys up. Have a pretty good chance of forcing a retreat here. Oh, we do, even though we did no hits. Okay. I can live with that. At least we have an angle on Ruza now, too. So I can sweep around here, but these guys will just cut me off. So I don't see any value in doing that. I can make this attack. I stand no chance of taking any losses, but I do stand a pretty big chance of forcing a retreat, and they can just retreat. So then they become stragglers, and I'm spent, and I don't have anybody to go engage them, even if I wanted to, and I don't. So I'm going to let this sit and attrit down for another 2 turns. So screw it. I don't really like that. That's not bad, but I'd much rather move into these two spaces, and so I could split this up, I suppose. What do we got here? We got a 3, a 3, and a 2. So what they might do is send both of these units up against 10th Panzer, and they'll have a pretty good chance to knock it out, but I think I'm going to give them that opportunity. Interesting. So they just surrendered Kaluga. Let's see what happens here. Well, at least they're tied up. So there's that. Alright, so now we move into Kaluga. And I think I am not able to cut them off in the space that they're in. Well, at least I did more hits than I took, so there's that. Soviets pass and turns over. A lot of guys left on the table there. Alright, we do have some armor. Let's put that here. Alright, so, whoops, hold on a second here. Alright, so let's see what we're doing. Just because we have to get rid of this unit. Once again, I mean, I'm rolling a pile of dice, and they just won't die. Okay, putting reinforcements in Moscow was a good idea. Alright, so I can move up here. From here I can move here. But once again I'm crossing a bridge. So the AI is doing a really fine job of maximizing the terrain benefits. Alright, well I certainly see a lot of miscellaneous moves that I want to make. This guy will go away momentarily here. How's this look? Not bad, but bad. Alright, so I kind of staking it all on taking Moscow here, but I really just need guys up to the front so that I can do that. Try to at least force a retreat here. Nope, nothing. Not sure why I left one there. Alright, wait a second here. So, You know what? It could be the weather. See how this goes. Oh, not good at all. They forced a German retreat. Now, that's not the end of the world. And in fact, I could hit that with these... Nope, just with one. Because of the bridge. Alright, so let's pull one of these up. There's not a lot of turns left here. And that's the end of the turn. This is turn 9. So we're up to 9 victory points, which, hey, that's something. Vyazma, Mrzhaysk, and Kaluga. So we have an infantry point that we can put here, I think. Do I wish to take this action? I think I do. See that was 14 hours right there. Wow. That hurt. That was that hurt a lot. So hope we pay him back here. I don't know if these guys elite or what, because they're not rolling that many more dice than I am. But they did a lot more damage on both of those. At least they're pinned now, so there's that. So we got a river here. What can we do? We really don't have any flexibility with these guys at all. I'm going to try and kill these fucking cavalry again. One hit. Just give me one hit. We have one hit. I'm rolling 3 dice, and I cannot roll a hit in like 3 or 4 or whatever it is consecutive turns. Oh, I'm going to whine about that. Whine, 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 whine. Alright, what are we doing? Yeah, we'll commit to that. When you see all those bullets flying, we did 0. Now, they're an elite unit, but elite units, I believe, don't have any particular defense bonus. Alright, wait a minute here. Okay, so we got a lot more turn to go. You really gotta get these guys out of the back, because they're not doing anybody any good back there. So you can tell we're bogged down in the mud here, you know. It's a significant build up there. So why... okay, we'll go here. Could only be one more turn, we'll see. One more impulse, I should say. The Soviets pass, it's my turn. Alright. In that case, what do we got here? Pretty good chance to make these guys retreat. If they do retreat, they're going to retreat to Orel. There we go. We did some, at least did a couple hits. So that's something. Soviets pass, and that is the end of the turn. This is turn 10. Okay, so we could... Alright, so let's deal with our replacements first. Let's put... Now that's out of fuel. Shit. Put that here. Alright, so we could move this in here. Let's see what it would do. Pretty good chance to force retreat, but again, I don't particularly want to force a retreat. So, what I'm really looking to do here is resume this push toward Moscow, and I could drive into these woods, but then that would leave this wide open, and these tanks could drive right through. So, I'm not really okay with that. On the other hand, I'm okay with that. Now, you notice I didn't get an exploit, even though I destroyed that unit. And they're retreating, unsurprisingly. So I'm not going to do that because I don't want to be strictly reactive here. What I can do is I can move this unit in here. It's got a lot of hits. It'd be great if I had some more armor. He's going to go to Kaluga here. So, if I move here to reinforce the point at Kaluga, let me look at the points here. Right now we're at 8, which is not that great. We lost an infantry unit, that's worth -2 right there. So... I mean, there's about a 25% chance of me killing this unit every turn, but it just won't die. I can live with that. So there's this is a very, very solid, I think, strategic game. So this guy is done for the turn. What do we got here? Might as well commit to this to see if I can knock that unit out. See, I got 3 motorized infantry here. They're all weak as hell, but it would be awfully nice if I could get them doing something instead of just sitting there in the backfield guarding this friggin' cavalry unit that's driving around. Okay, not a ton more turn to go. Kursk is pretty well reinforced, by the way, which is interesting. Let's commit to that. At least we have units together here. You can definitely see the effect of Soviet reinforcements. I mean, I had cut the Soviet army up fairly badly. And this is turn 11, so we got 1 turn here to put ourselves in position to do a really nice prepared attack. And I think we are pretty much in that position. So, select a unit to receive an infantry strength point. We'll go with this guy. And we'll see what that looks like. What I think I'm going to do is actually try and knock this guy out. There we go. Oh, we did 3. Okay, well, at least he retreated in a way that's not terribly unfavorable to me. So I guess I can live with that. And at least I got to move up a space. So there's that. Of course, he just ate all the replacements too. I don't see why not. All right. So up here, we have a halfway decent shot here. What happens if we hit a rel? Nothing very favorable. We can do... No, that's not what we want. We want this one. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Alright, we are battling in the suburbs of Moscow. I don't know quite how true that is. I think each of these spaces is supposed to be like 20 to 25 miles, something like that. Yeah, but of course it's another bridge crossing. So if we put this guy here, I'm willing to deal with that. At least I did get 1 hit on him. Alright, and basically the rest of the turn is going to be positioning for me. Yep, I figured that was going to happen. Shit. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that could have been considerably worse. And now there's somebody behind him. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Can I actually get up there? Nope. Let's do that. And that's the end of the turn. Okay, so here's our turn 12. We're at 10 victory points. We got an armor replacement here. That's going to 19th Panzer. Prepared offensive. So prepared offensive number 1. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I can live with the retreat. It'd be nice to eliminate this unit. Forced to retreat. Did you see that? Did you see that? That's like 10 dice rolls and no hits. Alright, so he's going to reinforce Moscow now, which is totally unsurprising. So we're going to have to move this in, and this in, and we'll see what happens. Wow, look at that. Look how unfavorable that is. We don't have a choice. I mean, we have to do this. So he's going to reinforce, and then they're going to counterattack. I'm quite surprised. It's this kind of thing that makes me think computer random number generation is fucking broken. Because, I mean, I got a 40% chance on, like, 4 of those, and a 30% chance on the rest, and none of them hit. Let's see what we can do here. Zero. Wow. I mean, okay. So we'll see what happens here. There's not much I can do about it at the moment. Although that core held up quite well. So that's something. Now, unless the Soviet player is foolish, he's now going to go here. He's not. What is he doing? Okay. Because now I can reinforce this spot. Oh, well, not with that guy. Turn 13. So we're in Frost. Forests only absorb 1 point of damage. That is particularly important to me. Select a unit to replace lost strength pips. It is an infantry unit. Definitely going to do that one. I think I'm going to wait on that, actually. Let's look at this instead. We got about, looks like about a 20% chance to pull a retreat out of that. There's a retreat, so that's something. So there's an awful lot of Soviet firepower in the south, and I am disinclined to believe that that is accidental. Let's take a look at this. Really need to attrit these units down. There we go. Thank God. Alright, very good. Then we can actually exploit up here, which is good. now, at least with one unit. That's fine. So I'm not sure at all how well this is replicating the movements of the historical campaign, particularly. Oh, thank God. And I lost a unit. Wow. Okay, so suddenly the gunpowder started working down there. But at least that unit's done, and I can actually turn those into something useful. Eventually. Alright, so how's this look versus how does this look? So if I cut Moscow off, though, that's just as much of a victory condition. Turn over. Alright, so we'll see what happens here. Let's check... Oh, it's not here now. Let's look at the calendar. Turn 19, the Soviets get prepared. 19 and 20, they get prepared offensives. And it looks like we're not going past the 22nd. So... Okay, so... So I have to have extra units up there to be able to reinforce this where necessary, so we're going to move this unit up here. Now we're back to 72-hour turns, I notice. Let's see if I can bait the guys in Kursk into... Nope, it looks like no. So yes, I'm moving to cut Kursk and Orel off. And they are moving to not get cut off. Alright, so these guys, let's see here. We got a pretty good chance of eliminating these defenders. And we did. Very good. We did take some damage. Soviet passes, turn is over. Turn at 15. We get an infantry replacement. We'll take it here, I think. And that's it for that. And now, what we can do here is move to encircle, which is going to be difficult with the amount of units that we have, but, well, and by difficult I mean probably not possible this turn. Alright, so toward the end of the turn, if I move... Let's wait on that. Alright, so in the meantime, though... So Moscow may have a higher city defense bonus than the rest of the Soviet army here. Okay. Oh, he's in the forest. The forest only absorbed one hit right now because it's frozen, but still. That did not go as well as I'd hoped it would. Alright, so we kind of knew that was going to happen. So, in principle, we could pull out of Moscow. And you can see that it might actually be a better idea to do that. But we can't go anywhere, so probably can't. I don't know if cavalry are getting some kind of defensive bonus or what, but it just kind of seems like they are. So that was a bad mistake to move back into a row like that, because these guys are cut off now. On the other hand, I mean, the AI here has made, I think, tactical mistakes, but it's more often been pretty good, as opposed to the AI in Hearts of Iron 4, who is a incompetent fuck. So... Alright, so this stuff's all tied down here. What do we got here? We got a pretty good chance of forcing a retreat. Let's see what happens, because if I really do want him to retreat. Okay, so that's something. So the Germans do not get... the Soviets do not get victory points. The Germans get victory points, and the Germans will lose victory points for losing units. So if we go to the briefing here and look at victory points, we'll see that I have lost 2 victory points because I've lost an infantry unit. Now, if you know, that's not a damaged unit, that is a lost unit. What do we got for points anyway, actually? We're at 20 points. So we need 42 to get a victory here. So just looking at the map, that's 5 over here that we could theoretically take. That's another 6 over here, so that's 11, 12, I think that's 1. So there's like 14 points, and we're at 20, so that's like 35. So basically in this, you know, I don't care what these points say, in the campaign game, if you don't take Moscow, you pretty much lose. You maybe it'll be a draw, but you will pretty much lose if you take everything but Moscow. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. If we cut this off, I really want to wait to do that. Actually, I really want to keep that right there for now. I'm happy for the turn to end. And they are pulling out. It doesn't really change the situation. I've still got to keep guys over here on this line to defend against these 9 units. So... okay. I think I'm happy with that. Ah, shit. Okay, well, would have been nice to have had one more move with those, but then that it's okay. Alright, so we're looking at 23 victory points now. I've actually gotten 10 out of Bryansk, actually. So actually my simplistic analysis of the victory point situation was not accurate. Alright, so we get no replacements this turn, which is no bueno. So if we go up here now we got a good chance of actually doing something. Not against cavalry. Cavalry in this game seems invincible for whatever reason. I did give them the ability to move out in Kursk there. But they can, this turn, they can attack their way out. I would prefer them to pull out. Alright, so I guess we're going to have to be happy with what we got there. Let's move that up to reinforce. Okay, so I think what we are going to do here is, can we pull out? I don't think we can. And if we do... those guys are both down to 1 pip, though. If we do... oops, nope. Let's pull them out. Because now, this unit can reinforce Moscow, but that's a meat grinder anyway, and... I would prefer to retain the ability to do the encirclement, because that's the way I see it. That's really where the chance is here. And if he pulls out of this space, then I can just roll back into it. So by all means, I might get another turn, another impulse, I should say. Alright, so we're on turn 17. I believe we've gone long enough for this episode, so it looks like we're going to go at least 3. I'm guessing it won't be 4, though. So, here's the situation at this time, as I see it. We are at the gates of Moscow. We are literally fighting in the streets of Moscow. But the Soviets are hanging on tenaciously. We've got another pocketed unit here. This is going to be 6 steps lost just with me doing nothing. Although I probably got more low fuel because they're technically stragglers, if that's the case. So, I'm liking this game a lot. I'm not happy with my die rolls, but you know what? I don't roll physical dice any different than that. So, I guess I have no special cause to complain. So, stick with me. We got at least 1 more, maybe 2 more of these coming. So if you're enjoying them, please like the video. Please comment if you have any advice for me in the comments below. And subscribe to the channel. There's more Drive for Moscow on the way. Thanks for watching.